Hello everyone and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto. I'm Dick, I'm your host for today. Let's get straight in. Let's have a look at the prices, shall we, since they have been dumping substantially. Could you call it dumping substantially? Could you? I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, Bitcoin is down 8% on the week now. Ethereum down 8.9% on the week. BNB down 1%. XRP down 10%. Down 10%. That was up at around 52 cents last week. Now we're down at 47 cents. Got Dogecoin at 8 cents. That's had a not bad sell-off considering all the new hype meme coins, all your Peppies, etc. You got Polygon down 11% on the week. Solana down 11% on the week. But as I says in yesterday's video, yes, we're down for the week, but when you zoom out and you have a look at how we are in the past 3 months, are we down too much? Remember, we can't go up in straight lines. We have to go up and down and up and down and ladder ourselves up rather than just straight up in a straight line. Because if you just go up in a straight line, you come back down just as quick. You have huge crashes. So it's healthy to see an uptrend followed by a downtrend followed by an uptrend. That is the healthy way. You don't want to see a parabolic rise, because if you do, it's all over. Literally, it's all over before you know it. It's gone. And it's gone. So that's good. It's good to see healthy pullback. We have been saying this on Twitter. We're due a pullback. And then even if you have a look at the year, we've got out the depths of the bear market. We're on our way up. So let's keep an eye on it, see how these levels hold up, and yeah, that's it. Monitor. Are you loading up during this dip? Actually, in fact, I want to show you the price of CHSB. If CoinMarketCap will let me search for it. We are not big fans of CoinMarketCap, to be honest. We just use it on the channel. We are more fans of CoinStats. That is the best app for prices. CoinMarketCap in the past have been shady with their selective rankings. So they've been famous for basically missing out certain volumes of XRP. They basically made XRP look smaller than it actually was. Again, there's a kind of grander conspiracy with. So it's not even loading now. There's a grander conspiracy with the likes of CoinMarketCap and Coinbase, like I've mentioned before. The crypto space, it's been here for 13 years. The early adopter, just seeing typical. We've got Arbitrum obviously trending #1 as well. This is a kind of running theme for anyone who's been tuning into all of this week's Coffee and Cryptos. I've been mentioning how Arbitrum has magically always #1 trending. It's because they're paying somebody to be #1 trending. But yeah, as I was saying, basically CoinMarketCap, Coinbase, all of these companies have been here for 10 years. They've been here since the start. Maybe if the companies haven't been, the people has been. So the people behind CoinMarketCap, the people behind Coinbase, the people behind Ripple, they were all in the crypto space back in the day. 10 years ago, they were in the crypto space. And they have personal fallouts and they don't like each other. So they portray that through their businesses and they don't want to see Ripple or XRP succeed because there's a personal beef between them. So yeah, we only use CoinMarketCap for the purposes of this channel. We do use CoinStats in our regular day-to-day life because I can't even see SwissBorg shown on here, which is very, so it's shown as 180 market cap on CoinMarketCap. So yeah, SwissBorg has seen a big drop off and I bought a big old fat bag this morning at 15 cents. It actually went down lower than that. It was down around 14 cents. Would have been good to get it at that price, but yeah, I bought some more CHSB. We're going to go into on today's stream more info on the CHSB 2023, what's next for it, and why I'm scooping up some more. Also, we've got a full breakdown coming today or tonight for members. The team's working on it right now for CHSB. That will be posted in CG Pro some point within the next day. So have a look out for that. But first, let's see what the news is saying first. So we've got first mover Asia. Bitcoin struggles as US regulators fumble. So CoinDesk columnist Daniel Kahn considers the European Parliament's passage of crypto rules, which come as US regulatory agencies seems to be backtracking on their efforts to find a regulatory approach. So we've got here that, and this, I think CoinDesk and in fact, I think we're going to start using a different news site, because I think CoinDesk is compromised. I think Cointelegraph is compromised. So Bitcoin declined due to US regulatory woes. That's a lie. That is garbage. That is a lie. Straight away, and it's in bold. They've got a big lie in bold. Bitcoin isn't declining because of US regulatory woes. That's nonsense. So we'll read on anyway and see what these compromised journalists are saying. So US regulatory woes have been weighing heavily on Bitcoin. Okay then. So Mark Connors, head of research at Canadian crypto asset manager, in a series of texts discussing BTC's stumble for what it seemed as safe heights above 30k. So the Kabuki theatre that unfolded in Washington this week suggests that Asia and other jurisdictions will continue to gain market share from the US. Connors wrote to CoinDesk, adding that Coinbase's decision to get licensed in Bermuda to launch an exchange as early as next week shows that the US digital asset companies are now voting with their feet. So this week we had both price and regulatory volatility, with only one clear loser, and it was the US economy. So the largest crypto by market cap was currently trading at $28,000. It's actually lower than that now. It's $28,000 now. Down 2.7% in the last 24 hours. But earlier on Thursday, Bitcoin fell briefly below $28,000 on Coinbase, the lowest level since April 9th. The decline continued, a two-day slump that started on Wednesday amid a hot UK inflation report and a massive sell-off on Binance. Again, this is... It's just narratives, I suppose. It is what it is. That's how the news works. But saying that Bitcoin slumped because of hot UK inflation report, like that's made up. That's how do you work that one out? It's made up. It's garbage. It's a massive sell-off on Binance. Yes, that's the reason why. That is the reason why, not hot UK inflation data. Do you think anybody in Japan or in China or in Russia cares? Like, any crypto holders anywhere across the world cares what the UK inflation data is? They don't give a shit. Excuse my French, YouTube. They don't care. So, yeah, but I suppose it just beefs up the articles for these journalists, and they just like to say these things to give a narrative to tie to, the price falling. I suppose saying something's better than saying Bitcoin dropped and that's it. Doesn't really make a story. So they need to add in these caveats that Bitcoin dropped because of the US regulatory, it dropped because of UK inflation. Yeah, okay then, sure thing. So Connors noted that the market liquidity remains heavily tilted to Asia, so he was not surprised to see Bitcoin downturn starts as markets in part of the world are closed. Remember, last May and June, dislocations occurred in a similar window. Ether was recently changing hands at $1,900, off a few fractions of a point off its recent Shanghai upgrade, highs above $2,100. Other major cryptos were largely in the red, mostly darker shades of red. XRP, the token of the XRP open source blockchain, and ARB were both down more than 3.5%. Why is ARB being covered so much? It's mind-blowing. Can someone let me know in the comments why? Other than the reasons I've stated, that because it's ARB is clearly, they are the whoever it is that's controlling it. They are the establishment. They're paying all these news outlets. They're paying all these crypto companies to force ARB down your throat. Why is ARB being covered in the same? Why is it Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and ARB? A crypto that was invented 2 weeks ago is being covered in the same breath as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, who've been here for 13 years. Why? You need to ask yourself that. And as I've mentioned previously, I could be totally wrong on ARB and it becomes the number one crypto in the world, or I could be right and it was a big nonsense forced down your throat so that people buy, so that people can make a lot of money off it. So, right, that's enough of this article. That is a pile of nonsense. But let's get into some SwissBorg news, some more exciting, important news. So there is big changes coming. We're going to do a full video on this, full members breakdown on this in CG Pro, essentially. But yeah, let's have a quick skim through. So there is a CHSB strategic plan. We're going to have some changes with CHSB. So why? To increase the range of utilities, new communities, sustainable reward mechanisms, and lay the better foundation for a DAO. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do it by DeFi integration, tier 1 central exchange listings. This is what gets me excited. This is why I'm buying fat bags of CHSB right now. The hero score, which is going to be something new that's implemented to SwissBorg, where the more you trade, the more you use, the more you've got, the more activity that you spend in the app, the more that you're involved in the ecosystem, will give you a higher hero score, which will get you more benefits. It will get you tons more benefits. So build a dApp, increase on-chain liquidity, DeFi yield. So there is changes coming to CHSB. There is changes coming to the SwissBorg yield program. So for anyone that knows, basically you could gain around, I think it was 18% yield on CHSB. At some point in the build run, it was maybe 30% yield. It was a great yield. So yeah, there is the numbers in the yield. So there has been a total of 53 million CHSB paid out, which is around $27 million worth of rewards paid to members of the SwissBorg community. So it's been a success in that aspect. It's been great for the community. However, with the yield, so here's the yield program in numbers. So since 2022, so we've got, despite the bear market, the API has been maintained at 17% for most of the users. In the same amount of time, the CHSB price has dropped over 65%. So despite a significant increase in the amount of CHSB in the yield in the past 16 months, the program has been ineffective in driving the price of the CHSB token up. So this has been spoken about as a negative, and technically it is. The way it was designed was to try and drive the price of the token up, and it never. But for me, as an investor in CHSB, the token price has dropped 65%. That's, for anyone who's experienced bear markets, that's actually really good. You should be expecting 90% plus drops, 95%. So yes, it's not the price has declined in a bear market. Of course, is there any crypto out of the 20,000 that hasn't declined in the bear market? I don't know if there is. Let me know in the comments. I know that Plutus has stayed around $9 the full time, so maybe that's the only crypto that I know of that hasn't declined in the bear market. But yeah, so despite the increase in the yield, the program has been ineffective in driving the price of CHSB up, which we're in a bear market. It's been brutal. There's been billions wiped off everywhere. There's been, a lot of black swan events. So some more data. So the CHSB yield will end now for the time being anyway. So it was roughly 18, between 18 and 30% yield on CHSB, which was amazing for anyone who was involved in that over the past few years. So as structured today, the program is not sustainable for the ecosystem in the long run. The program has failed to achieve the main goal, which was designed to achieve, which was driving an increase in the price of CHSB. Yes and no, I agree with that, but I don't, because it did drive the price up in the bull market. Obviously, in the bear market, the price declines. So, on the fence with that. But I understand why, because, yeah, so I'll read on, then I'll give my piece on it. So, furthermore, the program is having a negative effect on the price of the token. So as users keep their tokens locked, we've seen a significant reduction in trading volume for the token, which minimizes volatility and makes the tokens less appealing to be listed on other exchanges. Finally, American-based exchanges have specific listing criteria that avoids tokens with yield programs. So a few things I want to cover on this. So users keep their tokens locked. So to gain a higher account in SwissBorg, you lock up your CHSB tokens. So when you lock them up, you're not able to trade them because they're locked. So it makes sense in hindsight that there will be less trading volume for the token because they're locked up, so people aren't trading them. So it makes sense that way, but this is the one I like. So finally, American-based exchanges have specific criteria that avoids listing tokens with yield programs. So by CHSB ending the yield program for now, it unlocks the potential to be listed everywhere. That excites me. That is one that I see, right? I see where you're going with this. Okay. So I'm excited for that. Personally, I wasn't the biggest fan. I was a fan of the yield for personal reasons, because I was able to earn more crypto, more CHSB. So I really liked it for that reason. But as a SwissBorg user, as a SwissBorg investor, as a CHSB investor, as a SwissBorg equity investor in the company, I felt like it was too much. The yield was too much. Although I was enjoying it, it's like, this is a bit much. Like, we're giving away too much CHSB here. So, to be honest, I'm kind of glad that the yield, I would still like to see some yield, like 5% maybe. But of course, if we want to go down the route of getting listed on American-based exchanges, maybe the yield has to go in the back burner for now. So I'm fair with that one. I'll get on board with that one. And what was the other thing? So changes to the protect and choose. I'll cover this on another video, and it will all be in CG Pro for members to see. And also, you basically opt in for the hero score. So that is next week. Yeah, so keep a lookout for that. You need to opt in for the hero score, and basically it will unlock new rewards, etc. I'll do more info on that, but let's crack on. So there is a new thing as well coming to SwissBorg, which is SwissBorg Alpha, and it's basically going to be very low market cap, very early projects for more risk-taking investors. So SwissBorg has been a more conservative platform with less risky projects listed on there. However, they want to cater for people who are interested in more risk. They want to take more risks. So that is coming to SwissBorg as well, SwissBorg Alpha. So as you can see here, there's seed round opportunities, which is great to see. Arbitrum Gold Rush, I won't be getting in that. I think I'm the biggest ARB hater in crypto. I think I am. So vetted projects and strategies feel empowered. Right, I'll just try and skip through this as quick as possible. So yeah, Alpha, investment opportunities created for you. But yeah, that is all for SwissBorg right now. I don't want to go in too much on that, but let's crack on with the next one. So SEC's brute force crypto regulation attempt is bad policy. So criticism of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission are mounting as the agency remains unrelenting on its war against crypto. Again, this is repeat news. It's all the same. People are the companies in the US are sick of this nonsense, and they're all just moving away, which is good to see. So Paradigm published a policy piece on the problems with the SEC registration. So it claimed that SEC Gensler's attempt to brute force crypto assets that may not even constitute securities into an ill-fitting disclosure framework is bad policy. We all know that. Gary knows that as well. Like, everyone knows that. That's just how it goes. So the firm noted that securities provide the holder legal rights against a centralized entity. However, there are no legal rights with most cryptocurrencies, but technological abilities in a protocol. Additionally, crypto assets can be completely independent of the issuer and maintain full functionality with their input, like XRP, like Ripple. XRP doesn't need Ripple to function. It doesn't need Ripple to function. It's fully decentralized. The tokens are there. They can be used, sent, etc. So crypto assets can also be traded peer-to-peer on a fundamentally different technology stack, unlike traditional securities and stocks, which are traded on an archaic system full of intermediaries, which is very true. So the venture firm concluded that the financial regulator needs to modify its current disclosure to incorporate new technologies and asset classes. Unsurprisingly, without major changes to the SEC's current disclosure regime, the SEC is unable to effectively regulate crypto asset markets, which we all know. And Warren Davidson, he was great in Congress. He's been vocal about the chief, saying he's like a cop on the beat. He's enforce regulation by enforcement. That is what they do, regulation by enforcement. So next on the list, we've got Gemini flags big plans for Asia with India hub and regional CEO. So we've got another one. US-based crypto exchange Gemini has announced plans to tap into India's pool of top tech talent with its establishment of a new engineering hub in the country. So yesterday, the Gemini chief announced in the exchange in the midst of opening an engineering centre in India. It said it would be the exchange's second largest engineering hub behind its hub in the US. So what are they setting up here? What are they thinking here? So the Gemini founders, the Winklevoss twins, says it has plans for a big international growth this year, starting with its hub in India. So Gemini says it's actively hiring talent in the country. It's listed 18 open roles, yada. What other bit was I going to cover? So basically what I'm getting at with this article is Gemini, who is one of the biggest exchanges in the US, the Winklevoss twins, I think they're the richest brothers in crypto by quite some distance. They were the guys that created Facebook, and then I don't know if Zuckerberg took the idea from them, but yeah, these guys have been mining Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin since 2009, 2010. They're very wealthy, very rich. Gemini is a massive exchange, and Gemini is now setting up a hub in India. Why, you ask? Because America is brutal and it is killing these companies. So are they setting up in India so that they can just migrate to India and leave the US behind? The US really needs to buck up their ideas here because it's everybody's leaving. It's a mass exodus. So buck up your ideas, US, or you'll be dead and gone. Self-destruction. Got some comments in the chat. So did you say your Plutus card to pay for everything? Do you use your Plutus card to pay for everything? Council tax, phone bills, mortgage payments, etc. Can you discuss this? Yes. So I do pay. I pay government related bills with my Plutus card. Yeah, I use it for everything. And that way I gain rewards. So I think I gain 4% on every single purchase with my card. So I've got, mate, how good was it watching Gensler getting roasted? It was really good. It was good. It was difficult to watch though. It was very difficult to watch the robot alien woman and the other kind of aliens that were just reading a script and thank you, Gary, for being so protective. Like, that was difficult to watch. It was very cringe, but yeah, the kind of real people that were there, the real human beings that were asking tough questions. It was good to see that. It was enjoyable. But yeah, that is all for today's stream. If you're a beginner to crypto, I haven't mentioned this on the channel before, but we've got crypto guides that you can check out on the website. Perfect for a beginner, perfect for anyone who wants to level up on crypto. So the website ccgla.co.uk. There's a link down below for that. You can check that out. But that is all for today. We do have a big breakdown on CHSB coming to CG Pro. We've also been buying CHSB, so look out for that in CG Pro as well. CG Pro is our members Discord. So yeah, that is all for today's stream. Yeah, that is all. Thanks very much, guys. And I will see you. In fact, Dawn will see you on Monday for another episode of